More than 300 million rand has been stolen from Standard Bank. Cloned credit cards were reportedly used to withdraw cash from ATMs across Japan in a coordinated operation. For more on this fraud, we're joined now by a forensic executive at ENSafrica, Stephen Powell. Stephen, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for your time. This, of course, is a far more sophisticated kind of credit card fraud than we've seen before. Can you explain exactly how this could have happened?
Joanne, certainly. What we're seeing is extremely sophisticated, and it has all the hallmarks of organized crime. We're looking at potentially a syndicate that has targeted Standard Bank, and they've managed to access information. So I'm sure we're going to find that there has been some form of internal collusion, and there's been a penetration of the security systems within the bank. And this is obviously extremely serious.
So in other words, the bank, of course, is saying in no way will its customers be affected. But can that be?
It's highly unlikely that customer information has not been cloned. And my concern is that potentially customer information has been accessed by some form of a hacking organization, or it's been compromised as a result of collusion with internal employees. It could also be new cards that were generated. We don't know. But what we do know is that ATM cards were cloned, credit cards were cloned, and they were used at a multitude of automatic tellers at various convenience stores across Japan.
It's very interesting that this fraud occurred overseas, Stephen. I mean, what protection would a bank have in such a scenario?
The bank has sophisticated systems to protect client data, both within South Africa and across borders. And the concern is that a violation, a breach of their security protocols is extremely serious. But it does happen from time to time, Joanne. We've seen some of the large American banks have been hit by hackers. Often it's disgruntled ex-employees that understand the systems and have the expertise to actually hack in and break into the system. I think 2015, Morgan Stanley were compromised. They had an ex-employee that was disgruntled, and he stole client information relating to approximately 350,000 of their wealthiest clients at the bank. So these things can and do happen, and they are extremely serious.
It seems that credit card fraud in our country has dropped nearly 29% in the last year, and that's seemingly because of microchips, other security advancements that banks have made in the last couple of years. Does it mean the only entities we're largely going to see committing these large-scale scams from now on will be transnational syndicates of the kind we've seen?
Joanne, I think that you're quite right. We will see more of the organized crime and large-scale syndicates targeting the banks. But I think we need to warn customers to be vigilant. And even though there has been a decline in the percentages of customers that have been hit by credit card scams, the dangers are still prevalent. There's still a multitude of phishing emails which are directed to clients, asking them to disclose sensitive information, bank account details, PIN numbers, passwords, etc. And it's staggering. I'm always alarmed at how many people still fall for these ridiculous emails. And we need to just understand, financial institutions will never ask us to disclose confidential email in communications via email communications. And also we need to be aware of another incident known as farming, where we are redirected to bogus sites. So customers should be vigilant to make sure that the site that they are visiting is a legitimate bona fide site. Otherwise you could be entering your info onto a fraudulent site, and very soon there'll be transactions on your account once the syndicate has got your details.
Very good advice. Thank you, Stephen Powell from ENSafrica.